What's up, guys? I'm Youngster Skaymore, and today we are going to talk about the Mario Tennis Aces online tournament demo, which happened about a week ago as of the time I'm recording this. And I actually did stream the demo for about almost 2 hours, but unfortunately my audio was a little off. I don't know why I did this. I'm very dumb, but unfortunately the music was just way too loud, even though I tested it, and I guess I just messed it up somehow. And the music was way too loud, and the sound effects, so it was really hard to hear me talk, so it didn't really come out that good. So that's why I decided to make this video, just talking about my impressions on the game so far. And that is to say, I love Mario Tennis Aces. So the demo, it was a tournament with 32 competitors, so you could, every time you wanted to play, you could join the tournament and then keep going as far as until you lost, and then you go back to the beginning. Although if you won a tournament, then you actually got to buy to the second round for every tournament that you did to help you play against like higher, like better opponents that are more even with your skill. I played probably for about 7 hours the demo, and I love it so much. I played, just to give you a perspective on how much I played about 7 hours. I think I played like 55 matches, maybe, or 56 or 55, something like that. And I got almost 7,000 like points. Like there was like some sort of like points ranking system. I got in like the high 6,000s, I think. And I won the tournament 5 times, I believe. So for the first maybe hour that I was playing, I actually had a lot of trouble with the controls, and I was like, oh man, I'm like, because I was used to Mario Tennis Open, which is the 3DS one, and I was like, man, compared to that, the controls are very different. So I was like having some trouble, and I was like, man, I'm not so sure. Like I'm having fun, but on the other hand, this is like kind of like I'm having some like issues with the controls. I'm not sure how much I'm loving this, but I was still having fun, but I wasn't like loving it, I guess. But after that, like after the 1 hour mark, and most of that first hour was against like CPUs and doing like the demo, but a little bit of it was against online opponents. But like at a little past 1 hour of playing, I just like figured it out, and I like it like clicked with me, and I started having so much fun, and to the point where like Mario, like I just love this game so much. So how the gameplay works is there's all these different shots you can do. It's like a fast, like a top spin shot, a slice, a drop shot, which like doesn't bounce very far, so the opponent has to run up to it. A lob shot, which you can use to bounce it over the opponent's head, and a smash, which is like spiking it kind of. But each of the shots, like you can't just like use whenever you want. Like you can use whenever you want, any of those. But depending on the situation, like what ball, like what type of shot your opponent hit towards you, and like where you are in comparison to the ball in the net, your shot like might do better. Like if your opponent lobs it up, like your smash is gonna go a lot faster because it's a lot easier to smash a lob, for example. So there's some stuff like that. And there's also these like zone shots that you can do that if your opponent... one thing I don't completely understand is like what makes the star appear. I think that's something to do with like how, like if your opponent maybe like kind of lobs it a little bit, or at least just like hits it kind of softly, but I'm not really sure. If you go, sometimes like when your opponent hits you, a star will appear like where the ball's gonna land, and if you go there and press R, you can like jump up and like aim it, and it's like a really fast spike thing. So that is really good to like get points. But another thing you could do that adds even more complexity is you can slow down time, which there's this energy meter you have, and if you, so your zone shots use that energy meter, but you can also use that energy meter for other things. Like if you slow down time, or like it'll gradually deplete your energy meter until you stop slowing down time. But that is like can be used just to get a ball that has gone past you, or to like stop one of those zone shots, or a special shot, which is like a zone shot, but it's used when you have full energy, and that can break someone's racket. Now you only get 2 rackets, so when both of your rackets break, you lose. So it's like a KO, so you don't want that to happen. And then also, I think there might be another thing you can use your energy for. That might be it. But what actually you can do is there's also these trick shots, which are like you click anywhere on the right stick, and they like dance or like do like this like cool trick like really far to whatever side you put it towards, and that'll help them get a ball that's far away. And if you do it early enough, you'll actually charge some of your meter. But if you do it like late, then you'll actually lose some of your meter. And you can also, the longer you charge your shots, the more meter you'll build up with each hit. And just all of these different mechanics combined create such an amazing, intense, high-paced, like adrenaline experience. It is so, like when you get in, like once you like really like figure out the controls, and you figure out like the ins and outs of the game, and you're in like a high intensity match with someone who's like pretty close skill to you, it is so fun and so satisfying. Like you'll just go back and forth for a minute and like high octane the whole time. It is insane. It is like, because you know, like even doing the super long rally, and no matter what happens, like it's all gonna come down to one point, and only one of you is gonna get that point. I was in rallies where like they used their special shot, and then I used my special shot, and then we kept hitting up, and they charged their special shot again and used it again. Like I've had multiple special shots like used by the same person in some of my rallies because they go on for so long, and they're just so exciting. And I don't know, it's just hard to even explain like what makes the game so good, like just how they did it, just with all these mechanics. Okay, I need to slow down. I'm a little hyper right now. All the mechanics just combine in such an eloquent way to create this amazing, intense experience that there's always like you have so many options. You have like a perfect amount of options available to you that you can, like, if you play well, like you can almost hit any, like return any ball, and like you have a lot of choices onto like what you want to do to your opponent to try to make them miss. And it's just, so it creates just this amazing experience that is super fun. And that's why I just like kept playing it. I was really playing it at like 11 something o'clock, and like when the demo was about to end, because I just wanted to get as much time in as I could before it ended, because I was having so much fun. The only worry I really have with Mario Tennis Aces is that some online games, like I don't know, Smash Brothers for example, have so much complexity that you can play it for like 100 hours. You know, like there's like 50 plus different characters. They all have all these different moves, and like when you're playing against somebody else, like they can play really differently, so I'll mix it up for you. For like Splatoon, there's like 4-on-4, a lot of different maps, a lot of different modes, a lot of different weapons, and like since they are playing, like your enemies are playing differently as the enemies you played last time, it's like a lot of different experiences, and you can play that for hundreds of hours. I'm not sure if Mario Tennis Aces will have that same lasting power, like that same longevity, just because I don't know if there's enough variables really to make it a game that you play for like hundreds of hours. But for the 7 hours that I did play, I had so much fun. Like this is seriously among the most fun I've had in a very long time, or like in a video game, like ever. Like this is an incredible game, Mario Tennis Aces. From what I played, that was only like a small slice, literally. Haha, tennis, get it? But I'm really excited to play more when the game comes out. And there's also a full single-player story mode, which is probably gonna be really fun. And there's, I don't know like how much the different courts and the other different characters. I don't think the characters definitely mix it up. But in addition to the characters that were already in the demo, I don't know if they'll mix it up that much more. I don't know how much the different courts will mix it up. I don't know if there's any other like multiplayer modes. I mean, I'm sure there's doubles. But hopefully there's like some extra modes and stuff to give it some more lasting power, I suppose. But so, yeah, that's I guess the only minor worry I have is like there's not as much to it as some online games. But I had so much fun. I'm so excited to play Mario Tennis Aces. This is gonna be a game I play a lot. It is just so intense. Intense is the perfect word to describe it. Like you're constantly on the edge of your seat, full on adrenaline, because at any time you can miss the point, and there's like you're trying to get to the ball so fast and like do this maneuver to like mess up your opponent, and like, quickly you have to react to what they're doing, and it's a fantastic experience. I really love Mario Tennis Aces. I'm really excited for the full game to come out. And I just cannot. It's difficult for me to speak more highly of it. Like it would be, or what should I say? It would be difficult to speak too highly of it because it is so fun. And I highly recommend you get the game if you didn't try the demo. This, like, my experience was very positive. Another minor worry is occasionally there were some like laggy matches. Like there was like not like that common, but not that uncommon either. There was a fair amount of matches where there was just like input lag on every hit, like at least like a half a second when I pressed the button to when it hit. There were plenty of matches where it worked great and worked perfect and I loved it, but on those matches where it was laggy, I hated it, and I was like, this is just, please sign with someone else. So I hope that, I doubt they're going to, but I would really hope in the main game they like match you up according to your ping or something, so you don't have to get stuck with people with bad connections if you have good connections. Because that was definitely the biggest issue I had, was that maybe like, I don't know, 15% of matches were like that. Which isn't like a crazy, maybe like 10%, I don't know, probably like 15%, which isn't like a crazy amount, but it's still too much. So hopefully they could do something about that in the main game. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you thought of the Mario Tennis Aces tournament, online tournament demo, whatever it's called, in the comments below. Whether you loved it, whether you hated it, why. Also, just want to let you guys know, Nintendo's E3 press conference is Tuesday, or not a press conference, they got like a digital video, you know what I mean. It's Tuesday. I'm very excited for that. Unfortunately, I'm going to be in Michigan for college orientation, so I'm not going to be able to do live reactions, but I will make a video about that when I get back, probably Friday, so stay tuned for that. I am hyped. I hope you're hyped too. Till then, I will see you guys next time.